Well, hello, my friends. Andy here. Quick update on our shorts that we are holding right now on FTSE 100, on the DAX, and Dow Jones, and Nasdaq. Let's just take a quick look at FTSE 100 right here, as discussed in the previous short video. We have the moving average, the short-term moving average, that's the orange line, as you can see, is now broken, and we are in to fill it up this gap, as I mentioned before. And if we cannot close this, like if we close under this orange line, we're going to basically go for the green, which is the next support, the green line, which is the next support line, and that will be at 8,294 range, which basically means we're gonna fill up this potential gap. So that means those who are trading the FTSE basically on a short level, I think they can very easily keep their positions all the way to 8,000, more or less 300 level, and then afterwards, based on the chart, I will definitely update you, or you can just take your profit and come back. Fact of the story is we are now on a reversal trend as expected. So having said that, let's move on to the DAX. The situation with the DAX is pretty much the same, performing a little bit different. As I told you in the previous video, guys, this was just pure air, and you saw that nothing happened there, and the air got deflated. Now we're walking exactly on that moving average, and we are flirting with that line, with that moving average to be broken. The funny thing is, look at how the market is exactly flirting with my line, with my moving average line, which is the support line. So that means that we identified the support line quite well. What is going to happen is in the next couple of days, you're going to see this line probably broken to fill up this gap, as I have shown here with this square, where we have to basically fill up the gap and then potentially come all the way to this moving average, which is quite a ride. It's 18,220, guys. So get ready for some beautiful sell-off downwards. We're talking about close to 400 points. That's more than enough for those who are traders. Again, please, if you haven't done so, watch my previous video on how you short indices. You see great potential, guys, but if you put your knockout level not far enough, you're easily going to get knocked out. So please, just trust me on that one. If you're following my advice, put your knockouts at a very safe zone. A good safe location for this chart, as I'm seeing, is 19,400 to 19,800 would be a good knockout level for your shorting of the DAX. What's the price that you're going to exit? I am thinking more or less 18,220-ish, give or take. Actually, that's because of this moving average right here that we found out previously. So I think when the market starts going down right now, as you can see, the volumes are very low, and nothing is happening at this point of time in the market, so it's nothing serious at this point of time. You can very easily just ignore it. I think that's a great range for you to exit the chart. What happens next is basically we should see the market, how the markets develop, and then I will update you on that. Nasdaq, guys, is the most interesting of all. We are totally out of range. Again, one of my favorite indices to short. As you know, and I told you before, I'm holding big positions on Nasdaq, my friends. Immediate sell-off, have no doubt about it, is going to be right here. 18,400 will be basically the price which the market has to be right now. That will not be the end of it. The market is definitely going to go lower than that. The next range where the market potentially could stop would be this green line right here. I'm looking at 17,820 along the lines of that. So, but what we're gonna do, we're definitely shorting the Nasdaq for this range. 18,400 is our first watch out point to come out, and then we will see. Again, as I mentioned in my previous video, if you're doing Nasdaq, your short knockout should be around. Do not knock yourself out putting your knockout level at a short range, and that is anything under 19,500 is definitely a very low knockout range. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, and with that we're going to end the video. Actually, Dow Jones is one of those indices, as far as I am concerned, that you cannot say it's totally overpriced, guys. So I would be careful and cautious about Dow Jones. If you look at this big yellow moving average, you see that the prices have been pretty much within the range. And the potential for a downward trend for me right now is really not so much. It could be that, I mean, the chart could potentially go for a correction to fill up this gap, but this does not have to be. So potentially I can see Dow Jones climbing higher, testing this upper part of this yellow line one more time, flirting with 40,000 something, and then potentially going down. With Dow Jones, I'm not big time in short. I mean, if you compare DAX, FTSE 100, and Nasdaq, they are, all three of them are way over the chart and over the limit. Dow Jones, surprisingly, is not totally outside range, guys. You want to be careful if you're shorting Dow Jones. Again, with good knockout level, you have a good chance of making money on Dow Jones too. But when you have those three other indices, you really don't need to go through Dow Jones and take a risk. And on that mark, I would like to end the video. Thank you very much, guys. As we see changes in the market, I'm always going to update you with my opinion on the market trend, and hope you guys make a lot of money. Thank you, and talk to you later.